Good afternoon, everybody. How the hell are you? Coffee on, coffee strong. On this hot 110 degree day, the weatherman said this will be the last of the 110 degrees for a while. I hope so. It's mid-August. It seems like every year that goes by it gets hotter and hotter, right? Well, anyway, watching some of the news feeds this morning in my area, and school's getting ready to start back. Summer's over, so school's going to start back. Got to keep the kids and the juveniles busy, right? I say that to say this. They're concerned about the football games because last week, close to me at a high school, there was a bunch of fights that broke out, and they're concerned about security and safety this weekend when the football games start back. Okay, so they're going on the news saying, yeah, we're increasing security. We got shot spotters in case there's gunfire, and we're putting extra officers on and extra school staff and all of this. Okay, that's fine and dandy. Okay, now what the real issue is, what are you going to do with these jokers when you catch them? And this is what you're not telling the public. It's like you're embarrassed to tell the public. Number one, all of them, most all of them, are confound juveniles. Okay? Since they changed the juvenile law, the damn juveniles have went ape shit. And they know they can go ape shit. And that's why they do it. Okay? In other words, it's a don't do that no more. You go back home in your mama's custody. Most of the time, dad's not around. It is what it is. He's either hard at work trying to pay the child support to get you the money, or he's in the jail, or he's in the graveyard. Is what it is, okay? Is what it is. Back a few years ago, they changed the law from 16 to 18 because the sheriffs in each county who run the jails were concerned about overpopulation, saying that the juveniles is overcrowding their jail because at that time they would have to separate the juveniles to another part of the jail. They couldn't put them in the general population, so they lobbied the legislation to up the age. And when they did that, it created catastrophe because juveniles are the ones going out doing all these shootings, going out doing all these home invasions, these robberies, these unlifing people. Okay? And you can't put them in the jail unless they do a major felony. If you stop and give them a ticket, they go to district court for that ticket. But everything else, they go to juvenile hall, which is basically nothing. Slap on the hand, release the mama, so the following weekend you can go out and unlife somebody. Because they don't listen to mama. Mama's busy at work trying to raise this little head. That's where the problem's at. There's no more family in it. So you see where I'm going with this? That's why they keep doing the things they're doing. They all have stolen firearms, stolen vehicles, because the firearms they have is stolen. They can't buy them. They're not old enough. You know what I mean? I'm talking about 14 and 15-year-olds running around the street with firearms. But no, see, the news is not going to tell you that, but I will. I've had a career of it. I know how it is, okay? I know how it is. They don't do a darn thing to these juveniles. And everywhere you go to these games and the fighting going on, it's juveniles. Juveniles, juveniles, juveniles. Every one of them. But the news won't tell you that, and then they won't tell you what demographic of people they are because they're embarrassed. Because you got social media already demonizing one certain population of people. They're trying their best, and they got AI right behind them, man, just trying to demonize the hell out of a certain race of people. There's hell in all races, that people that raise hell and cut up and commit crimes. That's in all races. I can tell you that for a fact. I've seen it with my own. I know. But to sit here and pick one demographic of people and try to demonize the head, no. You got to be equal, Jack. You got to be equal. They don't want that. But most of the offenders are, juveniles. But they're embarrassed to say it on the news. They'll say, well, we charge this and that and the other. Well, charge them with what? Juvenile petitions? That's nothing. That's what a juvenile petition is, y'all. When the news says juveniles have been charged on petition, that's all that means. Because they come up with the excuse, well, their frontal lobes is not developed yet. They don't develop till they're in their early 20s. They don't know what they're doing. They know how to do this. They know how to play video games. They know how to deal dope. They know how to gang bang. So, quit using excuses. They're crowding up the jails is what it is. That's what you're not telling people. But I'm telling the people. So, all right, guys, man. I don't beat around the bush and say a bunch of bull crap. I just tell it straight. If you like what you see in here, hit like and subscribe. I'm just a country boy with a small YouTube channel, man. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, let me know what you think, man. I just put it out there. Everybody's got their own opinion, so I can care less. Sometimes I leave the comments on, sometimes I leave them off because I don't want to hear the bullshit. I say what I say, and that's it. Okay? Y'all have a good one, man.